Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to PlayFrame and to Pyre, and what really feels like the home stretch of Pyre, for better and worse. I'm excited to see where this game goes and how it ends, given its very flexible structure, but at the same time, it also very much feels like we're running out of time to achieve things, and the stakes are rising very quickly. So, we've got a fair number of choices, at least 3 or so, for our next match that I've sort of skimmed over here a little bit. But I feel like the one I'm most drawn toward, perhaps foolishly, is here, because we've only played one match in this, Drive Imp arena, and we lost here, but it was a pretty neat place, and I'd love to actually have a win here if we could. And also, we've got a pretty good track record against these folks. Also, though, I am a little concerned because just running the numbers, end of last match, our whole team got hit with banishment sickness. And that only leaves 2 if I'm remembering everybody. And that seems like a problem. I guess I'm not 100% sure. I got confirmation status-wise that Vulfrid and Pamitha were down for the count. And Bertrude was also in that match, and we also got a message saying that she wants to be left alone. But we didn't really get a pop-up. If she's okay, then okay, we've got a team of 3. Otherwise, not sure what happens. Let's find out. I see it's time we met again with Tamitha and the Essence. We can make for the Isle of Kaelmer at first light, my boy. Let us recover through the night for now. It is too late to do much else. Anyone want to chat? Ooh, we got some pages revealed, though. That's neat. Let's have a little read. And maybe even check our team, just to confirm. Okay, Bertrude is fine. Bertrude's okay. I am guessing that if we had failed in one of these liberation rites, she would have been down for the count, but she's not, only in this case because otherwise we would not have a team of 3. I'm relieved. Did we give her unique? Yes. Yes, we did. Good. Okay. Phew. I was concerned. Some folks have really been wanting that to get rung some more. Not sure why. But also, let's get some of those. Apparently also the mushrooms are worth clicking on from time to time. Hey, nice. More things for selling. Very good. Anyway. Biolenthius. How very crafty of our muzzled friend Jamur, that one quite so diminutive as he did manage to prevail against the hive titan called Biolenthius. Despoiler of the valley, Biolenthius did fall at last into a deadly trap, which doubtless he deserved. Crushed under the weight of 16,000 tons of beetle dung he was, though how our Jamur gathered all this stuff only to send it crashing down he has refused to say. From the hive titan flowed a fresh, rejuvenating spring which gladdens up that valley's desolation quite a bit. As for Jamur, why, he and his legendary jaw blade set a most impressive mark of valor, to which this one aspires. Impressive work, Jamur. Agreed. But also, the dissidents. I myself, Haub, did form the dissidents under this simple tenet. Those who do not belong, belong. The other scribes, some of them showed at first reluctance to allow an imp, and one accursed, to designate one of the 9 triumvirates. But Myr, the horned one, stubborn as he was, stood by my side. In time, they came to understand, for I remained, as ever, at their side, a living bit of proof of their absurdity. The dissidents are an extension of my oddity. Those who do not adhere, they're not to be discarded, underestimated, or dismissed. They are as necessary as are those against whom they rebel. Good policy. But okay. I suppose it's time we be continuing. And we're off! Fingers crossed on this one. Again, we return to the Isle of Kaelmer, hidden in this storm. I've met very few who know of it at all, much less have walked upon its stones and sands. The disconcerting tales of the demise of Kaelmer Ropecollar, who met his end there on that isle. The imps that swarm and breed across the place today seem not to mind. Having paid witness to the rites firsthand, they've become rather obsessed with it. I sometimes wonder if it is more difficult to conduct the rites with such a boisterous audience. May the essence find their way shortly, so that the imps may have the contest they desire. Quite. Sorry. Really hope that's not a problem. Which of these two have I not stopped at yet? Ah, okay. Barb Reef. It was. An old exposed reef off the coast of the Isle of Kaelmer, and Bertrude thinks this may be a more restful current. I'll take it. Our team could use a bit of rest. Gaze into the abyss. I guess if we have to. Having arrived in the eerie stillness of Barb Reef, you find yourself lost in thought, watching the horizon. Then, "Thou art trembling as the night grows cold. Return now inside." Bertrude leads you back to the wagon's cabin, where the others are waiting. Together, you share an entertaining conversation and a decent meal, courtesy of Wolfred, who caught a fresh catch earlier. Ah, so Wolfred's the one who will be sorting out our meals henceforth. That's good. Hopefully. +1 hope for the next rite. That's great. I'll enjoy their company. So, how are we feeling? You notice Bertrude studying the Beyonder crystal. She sets it down as you approach. "The mouthy wraith rebuketh our attempts to summon her. She insisteth that we are too young to understand." She must be referring to Sandra. It seems that Bertrude may be able to invoke her. "Stubborn, that one. Possessing of an ancient understanding. Olden ways and olden times. Many centuries of history. Knowledge of the 8 scribes themselves, held captive there within that green-tinged stone. Within that wraith's own memories. Would that we could extract them in some way. Perhaps thou couldst induce the wraith's obedience, reading one. For she heedeth not. She claimeth obligations unto only thee. Although..." She stops and thinks very carefully. The Beyonder crystal's not to be tampered with. Your fellow exiles know that its use is at your sole discretion. She backs away from you, still thinking to herself. "Ignorest thee our inquiries about this, reading one? Our reasoning has taken us elsewhere. Her refusal to cooperate is like to be an ancient warning of some sort. 'Tis possible that others of the southern bogs know something of her, but we shall not be tampering further with such sorceries ourselves. That the wraith refuseth to cooperate suggesteth her predicament is suitably deserved." She heads out in a huff, but just as the air grows still and quiet, you sense something from the Beyonder crystal. "Mouthy wraith," she says. Can you believe it, reader? Oh, to be so young and foolish again. Sandra the Unseeing laughs to herself. Your proximity to the Beyonder crystal must have been sufficient to invoke her in this case. That crone of yours is far too curious, I think. But it appears that even she has learned her lessons in this case. Thank the stars I am beholden to no more than one among you Nightwings at a time. And thank the stars that happens to be you rather than her. And if that crone attempts to lay her fingers on my beholder crystal again, I shall just have to torment her dreams till she's my age. Do feel free to mention that if it comes up. Now farewell. You know where to find me, lovely reader. She vanishes. It seems that Sandra proved resistant to Bertrude's tampering. If so much history is trapped within the Beyonder crystal, there it shall remain for the foreseeable future. Well, sorry about her. Don't suppose you want to chat more? Seems like no. Very well. Everyone else, are we feeling ready to move? I hope so, because we're moving.
You are nothing, reader.
Hey!
Nothing but a mindless simpleton. Your every action is a stain upon the legacy of the 8 scribes. The rites have been a long-held secret to keep out those such as you.
Someone's feeling a little nervous about how well we're doing. Uninvited, I might add. You wake from what little sleep you managed this past night. Once more, the voice tormented you within your dreams. You attempt to rid your memory of it. If the voice truly is that of Archjustice Androboles the Ninth himself, as Volfred indicated, then none of you are likely to receive too warm a welcome should you regain your freedom. Yeah. We'll figure that out later. One problem at a time. Here in the dark waters of Deathless Tempest, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Jodariel, whom you liberated at the fall of Solium. You learn Jodariel's past transgressions have all been forgiven. She soon was to be reinstated on the Blood Border on the presumption that she wanted her old status back. In fact, she was offered an especially prestigious leadership position in the First Veil, for a demon such as she could not be seen in the streets. First Veil being an elite Blood Border platoon shrouded in secrecy, other than the famous results of its operations. The Commonwealth's veiled leaders always were surrounded by sentinels in similar garb. But she refused the gesture, rather bluntly, the report suggests. Instead, she sought Volfred's agents, as well as several of her former fostered sons and daughters, and so the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. The last part of the messenger imp's news must have been damaged in transit, though appears to be in Jodariel's own words. All you can tell is that it says, await. You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Your companions are excited to discuss the news. Wonder what the rest of her message said. Tizo is fired up about the news of Jodariel's return to the Commonwealth. Having someone of Jodariel's will and stature with us on the other side shall pave the way toward a brighter future. Do you think she still has her horns, now that she's back up there? We can envision it. A demon such as she, set loose within the Commonwealth. The news of Jodariel's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Excellent. The more hope, the better. It has kind of occurred to me, as we've gone through these liberation rites over time, and this isn't really a bit of speculation that I think is actually accurate, or that I feel it's very unlikely. It does occur to me, though, like, there is so much unknown about returning to the Commonwealth by completing the liberation rite. It would be very easy. Like, I can see plenty of room for there to be a twist that this liberation rite is not liberating these characters at all, that they are either perishing by stepping into this pool, or that they are being sent somewhere else, like, for some other whatever reason, and that we are just kind of being misled about this whole thing. I don't think that is the case, in part just because that doesn't really feel like the sort of a cynical, hopeless direction Supergiant would take a story. But it occurs to me that, like, there's a non-zero chance of that sort of thing being the case. But I hope it is not, and I kind of suspect it is not. The possibility exists, though, depending on how you interpret things we've seen thus far. Anyway, shopping. Hey, it's you guys again. Just come on in and have a look around at all this stuff I got, okay? I got some good new stuff here pretty recently. Maybe you've seen it before, maybe not, I don't know. I don't know either. You've got a new kind of serum, which these are so expensive. I guess not all of them are super expensive, but... Oh, that one's permanent. I see. I didn't realize we had some permanent ones here. That's pretty good. I assume it's just a single character. Yeah. Usable once. Cool, though. Explains the cost. But things to sell. Right. Get a little extra spending cash. This is for selling as well. Yeah. Cool. Still not a lot of money, though. So it goes. I'll take one of these. Okie dokie. So I'll be seeing you guys. Whose talisman? Well, we can choose that once we're prepping for the match itself, I suppose. Let's make it happen. Pamitha finds you as everyone's preparing for the coming rite against the Essence. Despite this meaning yet another confrontation with her blood sister, she seems very calm. I know what you're thinking, reader darling. So let me assuage any misgivings you might have. It'll be strictly business between me and Tamitha this time. Believe me. Believe me. I know there's nothing I can do for her. I'm nothing to her. But I still can be of use to all of you. I got Tamitha in here as I was tired of our kind throwing themselves against Commonwealth lances. Maybe this plan of ours might finally ensure an end to all of that. I hope so. 68%. Not too bad. Could be worse. Could be better. She flies off to join the others just as night begins to fall and usher in the stars. Whew. Against the Essence, who can fly. Which of these that we've not done yet? Best I can remember. It's starting to get harder to remember. I'm getting a little bit better at playing defense lately. Let's say that their Pyre shall recover up to 5 each time they douse mine. I don't think we've done that one yet.
Dullness the locket.
We'll give it a go. Okay.
Reader, I am still very cross with you, you know.
Are you? I hadn't noticed.
To think I saw in you a worthy heir. Not just to the legacy of the Nightwings, but to the future of the Commonwealth. That traitor Volfred. Only a fool would be seduced by his audacious promises and his dangerous ideas. That, dear reader, would make you a fool. I have no choice but to explain it thus, so even you could understand. Now for this blasted rite. Some of us still have our duties to uphold.
Nice of them to explain it in such small words so that we could begin to comprehend that they might be unhappy with us a little bit. Considerate of them is what that was. Once more does this Commonwealth filth darken an already inauspicious night. Pamitha remains steady alongside your fellow exiles and shows no response to being in the presence of her blood sister once again. Tamitha looks right at her the entire time she speaks, but never once acknowledges her directly. But there's no more need for any talk between our kind. We are forever at cross purposes. No further proof is needed than these circumstances under which we meet. Pamitha does not acknowledge her. You sense only that she is focused on the rite, set to commence at any moment now. Indeed. I guess Pamitha can't even really get in on this one.
Choose now your band of traitors.
I will. Thank you. Yeah, Shay, I think you can go up front. Oh. Actually, I kind of like having the main lead defender front and center.
Bertrude.
Then we'll get in Shay.
Shay.
Chiru-sama?
And a Tizo. Let's, real quick. Double check what we're kind of in for here. Goodness, they're just all at full enlightenment now, I bet. Yep, they all are. Grand. They've got... I noticed that their Pyre is stronger, so we really need to not let them score to keep that total that high. Yeah. Lots of quickness. If banished while that thing's is active, she'll return twice as quickly. Okay, they all have the same thing at least. That makes this a little bit easier to try to hold in one's head. So they're very fast, and +4 quickness, presence, and hope, making her better all around. They're all that way. Great. For 5 seconds after banishing an adversary, she moves even faster. Even worse. While flying moves... Okay, she's just wicked fast all the time. I don't love it. Not one little bit. We'll see what we can do. Who's talismans, by the way? Oh, guess I can't really check theirs anymore. Silly me. Flutter and zip abilities cost less stamina than usual. You know what? That's frankly worth upgrading even further because it's really helpful. Love it. All right. Show him who's boss, Tizo.
Very well.
Tizo's fired up and ready to take on the essence. At least one of us is. Come forth, you Commonwealth scum. Sisters, show them no quarter. Here goes. Shotgun. More shotgun. Y'all ain't getting close to this. They respawn so fast, but I fired and it's in.
Merely a glancing blow.
You know, I'll take it. Yeah, not having my shots blocked by these obstacles
Tamatha banished.
makes my life a lot easier. Really should probably get these others in here, though. No to you two. Unfortunate. This is going to be challenging, though. For sure. Oh, boy.
There goes old Bertrude.
Eh. Look out. I don't like this at all. How did I miss? Now. Yes, good. Fire. Whew.
Flung right in.
We're just gonna be chipping away at this pyre the whole match, I think. It's so fast, I just don't know if I dare. Nah. Ooh, don't like that. No!
You left yourselves wide open.
I really did. What's the jump button again? I guess not everybody has like a good jump for getting up in the air. Bertrude does though, and that's nice. Get out of here. How did that not hit you? Time to go. Fire! Whew.
Bertrude flung the orb into the flame.
It's gonna be a close one, I can feel it. I'd really rather it wasn't, but it's going to be. Whew. Nope. Get out of here. Yes. This is good. Fire! Quick! Whew.
But a little splash.
Goodness. The stress.
The night wings pyre
It is high.
brighter for now.
Yeah. Gotcha.
How fine.
I'll have to take it. That's fine.
Faster than she looks.
She is speedy. But okay, we're on the defensive now, so caution. A little too slow on the explode. Whew, boy, yeah, they're fast. Cannot afford to be down a player. Noted.
Didn't see
Gotcha.
it coming.
Y'all, and you're dodging. How did you win that engagement? No. Don't love it. No. Whew. Just barely.
There goes Tizo.
No. Oh, no.
Night wings.
Shredded. Not good. Not good. Bad. All around bad.
Has plunged into the pyre.
Oh, boy.
Your pyre shall soon be ashes on the ground.
Nope. Time to go. Fire quick.
It has gone in.
Oh boy. They gotten so many points back.
The accuser's pyre grows weaker.
Not weaker enough. Fire quick! Ah, too slow on that one. Okay. Yeah, you're in the air. Can't have that. Nope. How did that not hit you? Oh boy. We might be in trouble on this one.
Road to ruin. Virtue banished.
Fire quickly! Ah, I can't believe that interception. Get him out of here. Shay, go. Wait for no one.
There.
Whew.
Righteous.
Oh boy. Why must they always be close now? No. Don't you dare. You're too slow. Ah, you're not too slow. I wish you were, though. That'd have been so much better if you were. Quick!
Barely a mark against that flame.
It's better than them scoring. Voice.
Your victories are...
I'm not taking victory strategies from you. Yeah, boy.
Red-handed.
Oh, boy. Very oh, boy.
And it is done.
No!
The essence prevailed. The pyre nearly was extinguished there, but no.
Whew! Yeah, difficulty's very high
The right
this late in the
is
game.
ended.
Dregs of the Commonwealth, your pyre's ash and your time is past. A cursed night conspires to set us back. The scribes, they test our faith? They test our faith.
There is much to learn from this experience.
I hope so. Not enough, by my estimation. Whew.
Be gone now from my sight.
Well, good effort, team. There proves little time for rest at the Black Wagon after your fellow exiles succumbed to the essence in spite of all your efforts. Those afflicted with banishment sickness seem to be doing better, at least, and express gratitude to Bertrude, Shay, and Tizo for their efforts. Just then, the lone minstrel appears before you. No words escape his lips. You can guess full well what he has come to indicate to you, and follow him back out into the darkness. The stars above seem to be few and fading, and yet one still shines, defiant. Oh dear. I do think it might be time again. Yep. Possibly the last time. It really feels like if this is not the last time, then it's probably like second to last or something. The pace is just accelerating so much. But we'll find out together next time. Take care, everyone. See you then. Bye.